Hello. Welcome to another Afternoon Idle. My name is Andrew. I'm a certified mindfulness meditation coach in the Unified Mindfulness System. You can find out more about UM at unifiedmindfulness.com. I am many things, but I am not a licensed mental health professional, therapist, or anything in that regard. I am a longtime meditator, a Zen practitioner, etc., etc. So I know a little bit about meditation, tiny bit. So today, I was thinking about, I'm doing that. I'm doing the thing that I think a lot of people do, where you kind of do that year-end review. So thinking about books I've either read or listened to on in audio form, things like that. And this year is different in a lot of different ways. My first global pandemic. But what I haven't done this year is travel. And what I realized is that there's a certain aspect to travel that I miss. And so, let's see, probably it would be 6 years ago now. I think I did something like in 56 weeks working for this company that I was working for. I think I was on the road, or I did 39 trips. So that would mean that I could do more than one trip in a week sometimes. So it wasn't quite as vicious as it sounds. But I spent a lot of time in airports, a lot of time. And I began to really get a craving for the motion of travel, the movement of travel. One of my favorite people, I guess I'll just say, around. He's a writer, and people probably know him from his. Henry Rollins talks about this idea of him traveling, like things kind of moving along, and so there's a delightfully delicious of finding a place in an airport or somewhere and kind of hunkering down and knowing that you don't have to do anything for, say, I don't know, 90 minutes or like 3 hours, and just kind of like sit and not do anything. And that's what we're going to play with today. So we're not going to do a contrast sit. So in honor of Festivus, I'm just going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to we'll do our normal sort of lead in at the beginning, and then we're going to do a do nothing sit for the whole 12 minutes. It usually is about 3 minutes of me doing, the setup. So we sit for about 15 minutes. So that's the plan today, is we won't contrast anything. It's just all do nothing. And I bring up this idea around travel in seeing if you can get into that quality that is alive in that, you're waiting for a train, or you're waiting for a plane, or you're waiting for a bus, or you're waiting for your hotel shuttle, and that kind of watching people come and go, people hurrying, and knowing that you don't have to do anything. You just sit back. No big deal. And seeing if you can allow your thoughts or sensations to be as busy as they may want to be without it pulling you into them. So from that sort of glorious, like enjoying my layover sort of perspective. So I offer that as a bit of that. If it resonates with you, may not. I don't know. I'm a weird cat. When I started that job, it was like, I love travel. And that job made me not love travel as much. Or actually, to borrow from Big Sid, I enjoy right travel, or correct travel. So let's do this. I invite you to adopt a posture that will help you be both relaxed and alert, perhaps upright, definitely dignified. As we begin, just checking in around the position of the body, sitting in a way that will help you remain alert. And that may mean having your shoulders over your hips, your nose aligned with your navel, your ears parallel to your shoulders. Play with the position of your chin if you want, tilting it towards the sternum. And then just checking in to see what's live in the body. Noticing if there's any tension. We hold tension in different places. And often when we notice the tension in the neck or the shoulder, sometimes it'll melt away. Other times it's stubborn and stays, or maybe even gets a little more tense. And that's an opportunity for us, the first time in this sit, to bring a no big deal sort of attitude and accepting that. And then maybe a few more than normal. So some deliberate conscious breaths. As the three sages from the five boroughs, the Beastie Boys say, slow and low is our tempo. So breathing in slow through the nose, breathing out slower through the nose, elongating and extending that exhale. And as you extend that exhale, you may notice there's a settling or downward action to really solidify the posture. And if you're somewhere where it's cold and you're congested, you can't breathe through your nose, you can mimic that action using some breathing. Breathing in through pursed lips and breathing out through pursed lips allows you to slow that down, which allows you to fill the lower lungs. When we're breathing in, the diaphragm and the belly is unobstructed, we can breathe fully. That's a good way for us to signal to the nervous system that we can chill out. Now that we're situated, for the next 12 or so minutes, there's nowhere to go, nothing to do, nothing to change, nothing to improve, nothing to plan. Just letting the body be in neutral. So explore, do nothing. So you may feel like you're getting pulled away by planning, or maybe you're drifting. So you can always choose to, out of necessity, do a little bit of course correction in a sit. Maybe focusing on your home base for a bit. Or just allowing the planning to go on in the background. And seeing if we can allow it, not add or not try to take it away and divide it from our experience. Not contributing in a way that multiplies it. So chart your course and keep going. If your eyes have been closed, I invite you to open them and reconnect with your surroundings. Maybe stretch or move in a way that helps you to reconnect. Thank you for your practice. Thank you for spending 20 plus minutes with me. If you have any questions, I can do my best to offer some responses. If you have any reports, I always love to hear those. Yeah. Or if you need to be on your way, totally fine too. So I did have a question on Instagram. I used a different thumbnail for the live stream for tomorrow and for Friday, and that was just me being cheeky. It's a boat. We're gonna ideally work with anchors on those 2 days. So something simple, kind of a kano practice, but with finding an anchor or a home base. And then on Friday, we're gonna keep it the way we have been doing, where we'll do like a friendliness or meta practice on Friday. And then tomorrow we're going to switch it up. So do nothing will be at the start, and then we'll shift into the anchor practice. So yeah. And thank you for joining as always, Sarah. I don't know if we have any other. I don't see. I know there's a few folks tuning in, but I don't see anyone in chat. So I'm going to take that as silence is acceptance. And I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream. Have a stellar Festivus. Any holidays that you are celebrating, all that. See you folks tomorrow.